Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Kailash with Mohanji Chronicles, where we're bringing you live stories from people who have traveled to Kailash with Mohanji, with the umbrella, and they're sharing their experiences. And we're happy that these voices of participants are bringing Kailash to life for you guys. So, on this episode, we have Arsenije Ivanovic. He's from Montenegro,
Yes.
and grew up there. And he has he's great in real estate. He's recently moved to Dubai. He has a son, wife, and part of his journey to Kailash had to do with his older son who had passed away,
Yes. Yes.
and it was deeply touching to all of us who heard his story, heard his stories when he spoke in front of Monji. And before any further uh, things from my side, wanted to introduce you to him, and he can tell you, Arsenije, I want you to tell people, how did
Okay.
you find out about Kailash and Mohanji? I know you known Mohanji for uh, I think you've been spiritual, you said, all your life, but Mohanji's teachings were the most profound teachings that touched your
Yes. Yes.
heart. So I want you to
Yes.
speak more about
Yes.
that
Yes.
and
Yes.
your journey together.
That's my word.
Yes, please go ahead.
That summer, I didn't even know that there was an organized trip to Mountain Kailash through Mohanji Foundation. But something inside me, an inner voice,
Mhm.
kept repeating, "You must go to India." Okay, India is Kailash is not in India, but okay, an inner voice. And I so make decision, I will go.
Mhm.
But I didn't go, I didn't know where exactly.
Huh.
Shortly
You
after
went,
that,
you went to India thinking
yes,
Kailash is in India.
yes, okay, I don't know geography. Short,
So, yeah.
Shortly after that, my wife told me about the group journey organized by Mohanji Foundation team to Kailash.
Mhm.
I instantly know that's great. This was my path.
Mm.
And something magical happened in that moment. I opened my phone. The first thing that I saw was Mohanji, Mountain Kailash. But at that time, due to several months of bad business, I simply didn't have the money for that. Money for that.
Mhm.
I am investors, but few months ago my business started to go down and I hadn't money. But I follow my heart. I made a public post asking for donations. I formed
Mhm.
groups on Viber, WhatsApp, social media, and I shared my honest intention. Please
Mhm.
help me.
Mhm. Mhm.
I want to go on Kailash mountain, not just physically, but as a deep spiritual mission.
Mhm.
Within 10 days, I received more than what I needed money.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Wow.
I'm really grateful to every soul who supports me. God bless that people. Before
Um,
arriving,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
before arriving in Kathmandu for the preparation retreat with Mohanji, I stayed in Dharamshala,
Mhm.
dedicated myself to pranayama and physical condition.
Mm.
My father is doctor, and his friend, cardiologist, advised me not to go. It's very dangerous for you. He
Mhm.
said me it's very dangerous for you. Even he gave me a lot of medical,
Mhm.
but I didn't take a single one.
Wow.
My
Wow.
heart told me, go, go, go. Everything will be fine.
Mm.
When I arrived in Kathmandu, my ego began to destroy myself.
Mm.
Something inside me wasn't good. Bhavani, you know this well.
No, I know that journey. I saw that, but I also saw the transformation.
Yes, yes, yes. But then I saw Mohanji,
Mm.
and it all dissolved,
Amazing.
all gone.
Amazing.
My decision became crystal clear. I will come. I will be there. I will be on Dolmala Pass. I will be on Manas Sarovar Lake.
Mm.
This satsang with Mohanji during the retreat where something some big transformation was in my heart.
Mm.
He gave me his full support and told me, you are karmically called. You are karmically called. Your past family, your future family call you, go to Kailash.
Mm.
I told him I was dedicating this journey to my son who passed. He understood that deeply, perhaps because of his own personal experience.
Right. For those who, for you don't know, Mohanji had lost his daughter
I
when
know
she was
everything.
born, and you had lost your son. So there was a deep connection on that level. He
Deep
understood
connection
you.
was
Yeah.
deep connection.
Yeah.
From
He
Kathmandu
understood you.
to Kailash, journey took 7-10 days. I forget. The landscape were very beautiful. At times I walk and at times I rode the pony. Sometimes I walk, sometimes I rode pony. The pony guide was very unusually bad to me.
Ah.
He often wouldn't allow me to ride. But in retrospect, it was a gift. It was God gift.
Mm.
I spent a long time walking in silence, alone, with myself, with sky, and with God.
Mm.
At night, it wasn't so good. Some inner energy was very uncomfortable
Mhm.
here,
Yeah.
but I keep going. Okay. Mount Kailash felt like heaven itself. I was connected like with sky and earth on that journey.
Mhm.
On the final day, as we prepared to cross Dolmala Pass, the guide once again was very bad. I walked most of the way, you know.
Yes,
And
I saw you.
yes, and again, I turned into blessing. It was blessing. I received so many insights. I felt as if the mountain was speaking to me directly. A voice inside said, be yourself. Expect nothing from others. Expect
Mm.
nothing from life. Just walk.
Mhm.
That became a message I hold to this day. One of the most deeply messages of my life.
Mm.
My son had passed away 1 year and few months earlier. The pony I rode had a small foal that followed us closely. It was one small pony. With my
Mhm.
pony, it was my small pony. I began to feel perhaps it was his incarnation of my son. Maybe it's strange, but it's my feeling. When the journey was over and the guide had already walked away, I broke into, I was broken. I had deep catharsis. I even want to adapt the pony. Eventually, I realized if that was
Oh, wow.
truly my son, the guide, though unkind to people, but he was gentle with animals. Perhaps that was all that mattered. I believe
Mm.
there is good in everyone. It just doesn't always show in the same way.
Mhm.
During the journey, I often repeat the mantra Mohanji had given us, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Nama Om. As I
Mm.
chanted it, I entered a deep state of connection. It felt as though the heavens opened. If I have ever experienced it, God in this life, it was there. God was, God was with me. That was the strongest, deepest experience of the divine I ever had. After Kailash, nothing was the same. My relationship with people changed. My perspective on life changed. My understanding of death changed. Everything changed. I'm deeply grateful to you. You was constant presence with us and support. And I constantly felt Mohanji's presence. When I walked, as if he was right beside me saying, walk slowly, eat, drink water. Walk slowly, eat food, drink water. Now I can hear his voice here. Such simple words, but essential for survival and well-being at that attitude. Mount Kailash was not only journey for me, just it was transformation. I returned to the essence. I returned to the self. That's all I can tell you. Maybe you have some question.
No, I think you covered every single thing that I could have asked you in your own way, and your story really touched my heart. I'm feeling very emotional right now. I don't know how to explain it because your words really touched me.
Thank you, Bhavan. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
connection. That's connection.
So I wanted to talk about the mandala that you came with. You know, you wrote down. Can you please talk about the mandala the scroll you brought? Because to us, that was a very profound thing you carried with you throughout the Kailash Parikrama. So please share with people what you did with that. You wrote down the names of people who donated money and you carried them with you. Please give your inspiration about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put the, that name on a big piece of paper
Mm-hmm.
and I left before Yamadvar. But
Wow.
I forgot my name in my picture. And from my pocket, I took my ID card and left my ID card there. Of course, I had passport, but ID card with my picture, I left behind Yamadvar.
Mhm. For those of you who don't know, Yamadwar is actually a gateway into Kailash, and Mohanji always recommends to leave something of you behind and you start a new journey. So, Arsenije, you forgot your name. You basically left yourself behind. It's so funny. You
Yes.
left your ID, meaning you left your old self, and you received huge blessings from Kailash. I remember throughout the journey, you were walking in silence and contemplation, playing
Yes.
with twigs, playing with things around, taking pictures. You were one of a kind participant that I've seen, and your
Thank you.
presence there really uplifted us. You're right. When you came, there was an ego, and the Sherpas were asking me, please help us with this guy. I don't know what he's giving trouble. But then I approached you, and then I explained to you how Mohanji works, how this Kailash works, and then the switch
Yes,
just turned. It just was so quick. I didn't do anything. Mohanji just did his magic. So
yes,
I don't know.
exactly.
Kailash is amazing. How the energy just transforms the deepest of the, those ignorant things that are in us that prevent us from seeing the truth. That was completely removed, and I really appreciate what you shared about you following your heart despite your doctor telling you not to go. You didn't take the medication. There was no fear in you because you trusted that process of going to this divine place called Kailash. And
Yes,
it's amazing. And I know you had some difficulty with arriving to Kathmandu as well. Your flights
yes,
got
yes,
canceled. Yeah,
yes. Ego difficult.
yeah, that was part of the ego, and
Ego.
you faced difficulties because of that. I understood, but now I can tell you that because you be, and we can laugh
But
about it. That it
but it was one experience for growing,
yeah, yeah. But you
one
see,
step.
you're taking every experience that you faced, that any difficulty you faced, you're turning it around into your own transformation. And that's what basically this journey is about. We face a lot of obstacles, we face a lot of hurdles because of our own self. It's
Yes,
not
yes.
that Kailash or our life is giving us difficulties. It's our own resistance to life, our own ego that prevents us, and we become our own enemy. And you came out of that. I think it's just amazing. So how did your family, did you actually, before I get to that, did you, with that pony ride, did you experience the completion that your son was in a good place? Did you have that?
Yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
how was it for you? So
Very,
you,
very
right.
changeable. Very changeable.
Did you experience him other than that in Kailash? And after you came back, do you feel a sense of peace that he's in a good place?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
He's on good place. And
Yeah.
after that, I wasn't so sadness like before.
You were, I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
After Kailash trip, it was so changeable. I I am not now. I'm not so sadness like before.
Huh.
Okay, karma is karma. He passed. He's maybe on other side. I am here.
But just like Mohanji, these things come in our life to awaken us to something deeper. So he
Yes, yes,
came
yes.
to give you new life, Arsenije. You are
I
completely
know.
different being now, and you bring in so much light and love, and you just speak, and it touches people's hearts. And I know when we recorded you, when we completed the parikrama, you said the way you spoke, it was just amazing. You speak from your heart, and that changes
Thank you.
people. So anything else that your wife said about you coming back from Kailash? Was she happy that she recommended this
Yes,
trip?
yes. She was very happy. She's more deeper in Mohanji family than me.
That's okay. That's fine.
With
As long.
meditation, with practice.
Hmm, hmm,
But I'm
hmm.
here. Maybe my path is different, but Mohanji is with me. He's with me.
Would you recommend anyone going to Kailash to go with Mohanji? Uh,
I can
because
recommend everyone, everyone, everyone. I will be there next year.
yes, next year is very profound, but I think every year is profound in Kailash. Doesn't
Yes,
matter if you need to go this year, please follow your heart like you did. Sometimes it's not the most auspicious year. Sometimes one single year can be quite transformative, just like it was for you and for many others who are coming to this Chronicles. Yeah. So anything else would you like to share? Because you've given us everything.
yes.
Other than the pony and the Sherpa, any other challenges you faced? I remember you were breathless during the Mansarovar, and there was some transformation happened during that time. Maybe you can speak about that because people go through huge transformation after they take a dip in Mansarovar or around Mansarovar because it is so high up. It's 15,000 feet. So please just speak briefly about that.
Everything was changeable. Lake Manasaro, every day, every minute, every hour was some kind of transformation.
Yes. But you didn't give up. You didn't give up, and that's the spirit. You
Yes.
kept moving despite the
Yes.
difficulties. And what you said is correct, that sometimes the Sherpas and the ponies give us difficulties. In retrospect, they always come out to be our blessings because we need to do
Blessing.
something. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I was alone. Okay. Sherpa said to me, go, go, go. Okay. Okay. But it was blessing. I was alone with me and Shiva.
Any advice you can give to the new participants coming in from your perspective?
Can you repeat, please?
Any advice that
Okay.
you would like to give from your experience to people coming in for this yatra any time of the year? Anyone taking this pilgrimage?
I can recommend everyone. Everyone.
No, any advice, like something that happened to you and you realize, oh, this is something that I would recommend to everybody. Not the yatra, but something that happened to you personally. You know, it could be more open to, I don't want to tell you, but something that has to come from your heart. Any advice? Like for me, I would definitely tell people to take the pony and the porter because you never know when you can get sick. You don't know what can
Yes.
happen at altitude.
Yes.
So that's my advice to people all the time. So any advice from your side?
Okay. From my side,
If it's nothing, then it's nothing. It's okay.
follow your heart.
Follow your heart. Amazing.
Follow your heart. If you need pony, pony will be here. If you don't need pony, you don't need pony. Your heart know better than you what you need.
Amazing. That's perfect answer, Arsenije.
Thank you.
I think follow your heart is the motto for Kailash with Mohanji. Follow your heart. I
Yes.
think when we don't listen to the heart, we listen to the mind and the others. We kind of fall in the pit and we face difficulties there. So amazing.
And keep in touch with Mohanji in mind.
Absolutely. That's the must because he's walking with us
Yes.
silently. Yes.
He was behind me and said to me, drink water, eat food, and go walk slowly, slowly. You know, it was his mantra in that days.
Cute. Very cute. Well, thank you so much, Arsenije. I
You're
think we
welcome.
covered every single thing beautifully, and I think your
Thank you
story
very
is
much.
gonna touch many hearts as it did mine. I'm so grateful for your time. I know you're a busy man, and thank you for coming to.
Thank you, Bhavani. Thank you very much.
Lots of love to all of you. And if you have any, if you're from Montenegro, do reach out to Arsenije, and he can give you more advice than us in your own language. So thank you so much, guys. Lots of love.
Thank you. Arsenije, love you.